And thank you and welcome. We're doing another session of Storm King's Thunder. We got most of our group here. We have our giant expert. They'll be joining us a little bit later. But what to do? Actually, as we do our introductions, this is kind of like a little montage. After saving Bryn Shander against the Frost Giant assault, they were looking for a adventurer named Artis Simber, and through information was able to find out that one, he was not even here, and two, he could be somewhere else. Who knows? Maybe somewhere warmer than Icewind Dale. So, but after repelling the assault, the surviving leaders had a little bit of quests for each of you. Had a quest for the party to help out with this assault. These giants really just trying to claim their own for various reasons and starting trouble. Yep, still doing chapter 3. But on your way, you came across a friendly giant by the name of Harshnag. And Harshnag has advised you that he wants to go to the Eye of the All-Father, and hopefully from there he can find out what's happened with all these giants being such a problem lately. So, as we do our introductions, there will be certain points that during this little extra quest, something how your character maybe handled certain aspects of these kind of smaller quests. A lot of them was just travel to various different locations. But first, let's start with Karatos.
Ah, yes. The Horned One, Baphomet's champion here. Karatos and her trusty glaive are making Faerun safe for Minotaur people as she takes the fight to these evil giants that have lost their way. Mechanically, Karatos is a 6th level Paladin of Baphomet. Of glory, too. Glory, yes, glory.
Glorious.
More glory.
Alright. And for Karatos, one of the surviving knight, Sybella Nylef, has tasked the group with, although he's still looking for the Weevil, the wanted criminal that there is a war for, but ever since the sheriff has perished and they're trying to get funds to resurrect him or raise him, or just these funerals, whatever, how much money they can procure. Sir Nylef has asked you all to check in on another night and make sure that inform of news of what's going on, and which kind of had your group go around Bryn Shander and essentially check on a knight. Now, what would be some skills that Karatos would do? Just either finding the knight or maybe just talking to him, informing him what's going on. Like, how would Karatos approach the situation?
Oh, Karatos would definitely try to hunt him down, using her mastery of survival to do so.
All right, give me a roll.
Yes, and even with her advantage from her labyrinthine recall, she might not have this place is not set up like a maze.
No, it's it's less a maze. It's just a mess. But looking around the 10 towns, you do it takes you guys a bit longer, but you will come across Sir Laniver, who's part of the a sect of the Order of the Gauntlet called the Order of the Gilded Eye, and will provide you guys when you inform kind of what's going on. They will take the information. Thank you. However, looking at that they've heard about your exploits at evil. They thank you with some days of rest and some meals, but are pretty appreciative of the good works the party has done. By the way, is there anyone in the party that would say has a strong commitment to stamping out evil, that does not have the symbols of Baphomet adorn them?
Mario is specifically against evil giants, so yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, give me a persuasion.
Ooh. Asking the barbarian to persuade, okay.
Yeah, well, it's, how earnest are you? Okay. So, that they've heard some good things, and I would say, yeah, because you're interacting, I'll give you advantage where the giant horde break would come in. So I'll give you advantage, and while Order of the Gilded Eye is kind of keeping an eye on Karatos, the glorious, but it's still Baphomet, decides to reward you, most of the party with a cloak of protection as a gift. Although they will tell Karatos that unfortunately they didn't have one for you, but keep, maybe in adventuring you'll find your maybe a true purpose, But however, how leagues and stuff get characters are able to through a few different extra steps are able to get your hands on the cloak of protection.
I don't know. I'm feeling slightly discriminated against for my religious beliefs.
Kind of a little bit, but but they did treat you with well. They're just kind of like it's that like he's almost there. Well, like you're almost there. You almost see the but maybe you just need to fight different things, and maybe it'll come around. Who knows? But speaking of, we go to our next introduction. Let's go to Mario.
It's me, Mario.
Mario is a hill dwarf, giant barbarian. He has a strong disdain for evil giants because they've been causing troubles around the dwarven settlement. And mostly messing up his plumbing. He's really, really angry at those giants for that. So he's going out to deal with them by growing a horde of magic mushrooms and fighting them on even footing.
Very nice. For Mario, the sheriff, the deputy, who's now the acting sheriff of Rinchander, Ogric Brighthelm, will kind of ask your group just like, hey, if you could visit the dwarves of Ironmaster and inform them of what has happened. Surely this will be of a great help to the party. Not only to the party, but help warn people more of this giants causing issues. Now, as you're able to get an audience with the Ironmaster dwarves, how would Mario help facilitate that?
With the Ironmaster dwarves, you said?
Yes, it's getting an audience with them.
I guess helping them out with their plumbing.
Okay, yeah, sure.
He's a fellow dwarf. He's a fellow craftsman. Maybe like there's sort of a bond connection there.
Sure. They are having some plumbing issues. Maybe you can assist with that. What's the how does Mario assist with plumbing specifically? What kind of check is that?
Smith tools.
All right, go give me a check.
All right. What ability score would that be? Dex?
Whichever. I'll let you pick. You know.
Or maybe it's really stubborn plumbing and I'll use strength.
Yeah, just force it in there. Brute strength.
Yeah, you got to give it a little bang every once in a while.
These pipes must be cleaned, you know. All right. So, you know, as the party is, you know, help with their plumbing issues, they're very happy. You guys get to inform them. The Iron Master Dwarves will award each of you a 100 gold piece gemstone as a payment for delivering the message. They'll also suggest that if you want to visit Dashara Kelabar, it's a griffin rider and trainer living in the village of Fireshear. And you could potentially have a decent amount of money. They could help pay for training. But hey, you got some gemstones. Thanks. All right, then we go from Mario to Isna.
Hi, it's Isna. I am the daughter of two super famous adventurers, and my bio mom, who was a Firbolg, and then my other mom, who is a ranger. And then my bio mom was a nature cleric, and they set me up to be an adventurer and got me some really good stuff. I went to a really good school and learned all about the stars. By the way, you guys, right now Venus is in Scorpio, so like it's a really good time to look for love, but at the end of the week, Mercury's going to be in retrograde, so that means you should be really cautious and make sure like it's genuine and stuff.
And let's talk about Cedarlock and Birchflower.
Oh, these are my friends. I met them and they're trees, and I made them into like really smart trees, but they can only talk to me because I don't know why they can only speak Sylvan. It's so weird. But they think that we're all super nice, and I'm their favorite.
That is great. And okay. So, one of the people that helped you, name is Sirac de Suzail. The kind of helping you during that, he will eventually divulge to you as a party. Says, you know, there's probably a reason how they did it, why they came here. My dad is actually Artis Semper. So
Who's that?
Crazy.
It just one of the NPCs that was there. He was at the bar when you guys first arrived.
So, like, are you close with your dad? Do you know where he is?
He's like, no, I have no idea where he's at. Like, that is true. I have no idea where he's at. But
do I believe them?
Sure, yeah. You believe him. Check is not needed. He is earnest. It did feel like a little bit when you're discussing, there was like something held back, but I wasn't sure. And it just now it's like, oh, like now he's telling you all everything that's going on. And then he's like, well, there is somebody that might know, and it's kind of a trek. I don't know how you feel about going to Waterdeep, but there's a family called the Roaring Horns. They did some. I know they were doing something with my dad. But if you can talk to them and hopefully just let them know what's going. Not only let them know what's going on there, but the Roaring Horns also have an ear of like the Mass Lords of Waterdeep. So letting them know what's going on with these giants as well could do a good deed. But also hopefully you could find more information about my dad. But if you could appreciate keeping that on the down low, I'd appreciate it. I mean, I've been making it on my own over here in Bryn Shander. I think I'm gonna stay.
Oh, for sure. I totally get what it's like to have like famous adventuring parents because both my moms are super high level adventurers. Like, I'll keep that between us.
Oh, that you are awesome. Your choice
However,
is so
there's
beautiful.
definitely something to say for you earning your own way and not being dependent on other people.
It's like, yeah, that's why I want to stay here. It's like I've been making on my own without my dad. Of course, he's not around, so I can't get anything from him anyways. But I'm still making on my own. That's why I'm gonna stick it out. I'm gonna stay. And since you took out at least the headless giants, maybe they won't find me again. I'll probably just have to escape or something next time. But yeah, if you go to Waterdeep. So, and how would Isna, going all the way to like this noble family stuff, like how would Isna either find your own ways to be able to talk to the Lord, or a certain style where you want to talk to let them know what's going on? How would you like to do it?
I would say that Isna has like a like both her moms were outlanders, so I don't think she has a really good understanding of how society works outside of what she did at school. But she's very good at reading people and like matching their vibes using her super high insight.
That's a great idea. You should do an insight. Awesome. And it's kind of a weird sidetrack, as you guys. It's a long, couple days. Maybe something happens during the way, maybe not. Who knows? But as you guys make your way to the Roaring Horn family, coming greet you with a shield guardian, will introduce himself as Lord Zelron Roaring Horn, and as you inform him everything, and you know what? He's like an old soul, but he looks so young for being a lord. So that it's got good vibes. You can probably give me an arcana. You guys can give me an arcana check. It just seems so youthful. A Draven, you can tell that between the various marks, and like he's got some tattoos. A little bit's hard to find. He's got like like a spell book nearby. Like he's definitely magically inclined, and probably he definitely looks older. Like he should be older. Like maybe he's done something to give him this youthful appearance. But Zeron will, as you inform everything that's going on, he will ask you all, like, hey, who sent you, to meet him? But I will say, with your insight, it's not like that. There's nothing negative with the vibes. Like he seems pretty chill. So the question is, do you, or does anybody inform him that it was the son of Artis Cimber that's sent?
No, we do not betray them.
No, that super nice guy asked us not to. So I wouldn't.
Okay.
I would be like, oh, it was like some really important towns guy up in Bryn Shander. I don't remember their name though.
Hmm. Okay.
Which is also true because Isna has already forgotten the name of the sun.
That's okay. I mean, it would just be like, do you tell the truth? And it's like, yes or nah, Okay. Well, he will thank you all, and say that he feels that the things that you guys are doing and heard about your exploits as being giant slayers, he does feel like you guys have important work ahead of you. So he will go to each of you and open up a chest and will allow you, because you're doing such important work dealing with these giants, that I guess you guys can pick an item from table B in chapter 7 of the DMG as a no. So you guys each will get that as a reward.
These aren't items that like duplicate or anything.
And these, no, it would just be, well, if you all pick the same item, I'm just letting you guys you could just allow, I'm gonna just allow each of you to pick an item from the table.
Filter of love is table B.
I think that might be,
It's also
still might be a little.
It's also hard banned in AL.
Yeah.
Yep.
R.I.P. Dungeons and Flagons.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it'll thank you, on your guys' important quest.
For those of you without dark vision, goggles and nice on it.
Yeah.
I'm picking up might as well just grab a bag of holding for now.
Didn't we get a bag of holding earlier?
I don't think so. If we did, I missed it.
Well, look at it later. Okay, but next, John. Speaking of, tell us about John.
Well, John too comes from a different line of monster hunters, coming from the great Wayne family. Former monster hunter, now turned adventurer. Here to put giants back on the right path through many crossbow bolts.
Like it.
And I am currently a level 5 battle master, level 1 rogue.
Sounds like a plan.
If I take a robe of useful items, do we roll for that? How's that work?
We could probably do it later after the video. We can definitely do that.
Okay.
So
that just made me laugh. For like a rich girl to have a robe of useful items, it makes me think of Sam's second character in the Vox Machina campaign.
I didn't watch that.
It's fine. Anyway.
So, Beldora she will someone who survived the quest. Let's see if I can do a handout. Oh, Veldora, but essentially she's she does have the certain wink of a nod of maybe being a harper or something about her, but she will ask you all to check out the mining settlement of Hundlestone, and you must to make contact with a gnome named Thwip Ironbottom. He lives there year round. Oh, actually, question: is anyone pick any factions or no?
I think both my moms are Emerald Enclave.
Okay.
Jen doesn't have a faction.
That's fine. So, but yeah, just for you guys to go and meet him, or like find him in Hundlestone. So, John, how would you assist with looking for this Thwip, this gnome named Thwip Ironbottom?
Well, just by being a rogue, I do have some connections to the seedier sides of town.
Okay.
So maybe if I can find somebody who could have some information, I could do some kind of card trick and trick them into giving it to me.
Sure. All right. Give me a card trick roll or perception or whichever.
So I have.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. You know, Robert. Yeah, they'll divulge information that essentially Thwip kind of owed some money, but hey, it's a good game. We'll give you directions on how to get there, and once you find this Thwip Iron Bottom, and Thwip will be very happy that Eldoro, as you check up on him, and we'll kind of give you a gift as well, a tiny clockwork dog made of copper and tin, along with a copper wind-up key. And he'll wind it up, and this tiny clockwork dog will start following you guys. And thank you for delivering being checked up on. And but we'll say, hey, when you also have a chance, if you want to go to Everland and seek out Crowin Valharrow, it's a harp. She's a wizard who resides at a tower. And this wizard has been known to sponsor adventurers in the past, so that might be something to check out. To help with on your way.
All right, I'll tell the others about that.
And last but never least, nor the darkest, we have Draven Nightmourner.
I am playing Draven Nightmourner.
Oh, Mario.
And I'm going to take a second to say son.
Okay, well, actually, let's jump back. Roderick is here to join us.
Yeah, I
Roderick.
heard there's something about a wizard. Let's go. Clearly, that's what we should be doing today. Find these wizards and make a deal with them. And maybe we can burn some trees.
It's not yours.
That's code. Roderick is thankful for the trees for protecting the gates. Otherwise, he's an unpleasant halfling wizard.
What's it code for? Burning trees.
Burning the trees is code for burning the trees.
All right. Well, for Robert just joining us, after saving Prince Shander from the Giants, the various heads of the townsfolk has kind of gone to each of you guys and asked you to, help out with certain things, which a lot of it really is just traveling to one area and then coming back and then kind of like back and forth. And helped out various guys ton magic items, as thanks. Got some gemstones, and there's one more person that does need some help. The speaker of the town, Duvessa Shane of Bryn Shander, and she has asked you all to find more information about the dancing wave. And they've learned the ship is missing, it's several weeks overdue, and it was transporting goods from Luskan to Waterdeep when it disappeared. But there's some stories that they heard that the Moon Maiden was floated nearby, so they're hoping that if you could talk to the captain of the dancing wave, of the Moon Maiden, maybe they'll tell you more about the dancing wave. So this one being a little different, let me just bring you to a map. A familiar map, but you know, you're in a different town. You're in Waterdeep, it's more temperate. So I'm just gonna do some quick changes because most of everyone's there. You know, the other folk aren't around. Giants aren't around. Trees are probably around. Now, as you all see, you find the. Actually, how would Roderick? What kind of skills would you do to find this pirate captain and crew?
Well, Roderick would probably. Well, we don't have libraries because we're in the backwoods, right? So,
Yeah.
But he still would probably thinking of places where pirates might be found, maybe doing some investigation to see if he can deduce where these pirates might be located.
No, sounds great. And go ahead and give me that investigation. Ooh, no, yes. They are able to find the captain, and we'll just say right there, I'm going to start populating the crew as you all are arriving. It is totally not suspicious. I'm just going to take out the knight because don't need him. Just going to put mostly everybody kind of over here. Sorry, to help my son with something. Oh, and then Draven, you're back?
Yep, I'm back.
Okay. So, yeah, Draven, you know, let's, you're in this tavern surrounded by this pirate crew. They're not, how does Draven want to try to get their attention?
Well, Draven, having grown up as a slave to the matriarchy of the Dow matronesses are in dark, really doesn't want to get it unless he has to. So when dealing with these pirates, Draven would first eye them and judge their interactions, take his time to sort of gather some information, head low, listening to what he can, finding an approach, maybe side up to one of them and a big score that they're after, see if they're hiring. Sort of play it cool, try and influence.
Sure. Sounds like deception?
Which? Deception? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds like a deception. Would that be accurate? Okay. So, Draven, I'll just kind of have you able, you know, you're kind of able to move around and as you inform the captain, you know, of what's kind of going on. Yeah. You do note, and he was kind of playing some bagpipe, not a pan flute. And so as you started up to him and started talking to him, you know, just you're not sure something about him. He will stop playing his fiddle and then turn to you and say, "Look, and is Draven? There's a half elf, right?
Drow.
Drow. Oh, Drow. That's right. Okay." I was like, "Look, I don't be signing up with no Drow. You got your own company now." As he gets physical and says, "You better start. How about you empty your pockets right now and you get out of here, or me and my boys will, throw you out."
Look, I don't want no trouble. As he's talking, Draven will slowly raise his hands up, but he's gonna raise one hand a little bit faster than the other, and if possible, I do a sleight of hand to try and pick something from his pocket.
Sure.
And do we start off with DM inspiration?
I'll say yes, but I will kind of give you a disadvantage on that because they're already focusing on you, and the bandits are kind of keeping an eye on you.
Okay. In that case, it'll be a straight roll.
Yes.
Sometimes the dice just hate me.
You know what? That they're
Like
just
everyone else.
not kind. Let's roll for initiative as they start to get physical. And Harshnag is like this side of me is actually a little bit of ways. Is assuming that you guys will be fine. I mean, everything else has been fine. Why? Been like a breeze. There's no reason why you get into a bar fight.
That's about par for my initiative tonight.
Oh, I need to roll a dice for my woe or wheel.
Whoa.
Yep.
I have the woe one, which does something.
Minus to check and saves, I think. An attack.
A creature within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check. I can use my reaction to subtract a d6.
And I forgot to use mine.
Oh, during Red War.
Yeah.
Oh, Draven, you are first.
Right. Actually got 23. So I'm going to attempt to cast a spell.
They will try to counterspell with their body odor, and it doesn't help.
And I will cast move circles.
You can have it centered on you. If you cast it on your item.
Darkness.
I was
Let me
put
see.
it on the bar here, but
okay.
I'm very to the right a little bit more. There we go. And then I'm going to. Well, they can't see me, which means I can't provoke. I'll go here. I will end my turn.
They will get up, and it's a bar fight. So, Karatos, you're right there.
Bonus action hide.
Okay. I will say the spirit of this, they're trying to go non-lethal. So Swing, miss. Can't see anything. Just back. Just runs out. And will shoot at Roderick. As he runs out. 17 to shoot you, Roderick. I think the 17 is Roderick, unless you're gonna shield.
Oh, sorry, I had muted myself. Yes, Roderick shielded.
Alright. And John.
John is going to yell, "Hey, it doesn't have to be deadly," and I'm going to shoot that guy back.
Okay.
$14.
It's a thug, so yeah, it hits. That's a bandit. Yes.
Does he still look like he's what kind of shape is he in now?
A dying shape. A dying shape. Is that actually?
All right. I'm just gonna spread out some crossbow bolts. Then. Oh, damn, he's actually dead. Okay. Well, there goes that plan. I'm gonna keep shooting. All right. So next, let's just go clockwise. So the one to the west of him.
Okay.
20 for 9, and then bonus action the one to the west of him. 14 for 12. So I just kind of like mowed down 3 of them.
Well, one's still breathing. You know, he just got the shot in the knee and just like
After I said it doesn't have to be deadly. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Roderick.
Roderick is wondering what's going on here. And is going to cast a 2nd level sleep spell. Over here. So
I do have. I believe I got the sleep token.
All right.
There it is. 8x8.
It's a big one.
Wow, it is big. Okay, I'm gonna.
It's a bit, yeah. But it's not round, but that's okay. That's who I'm trying to get. Presumably, we have more hit points, and
Sure.
the guy down there is the least injured. There's.
Oh, let me get that. Since we got most everyone, I'm just gonna delete the.
So only 19 hit points of creatures.
Oh, that is 2 down.
And Roderick is just gonna walk out of the bar. We don't need to be fighting. Trees. That's even.
Sleeping. Can't. We'll just stumble out here, and then we'll try to slash it. Isna, non-lethally, but that's 18 to hit Isna.
That'll hit.
7.
Oh, wait, I used my reaction to do the thing and to distract a d6.
Okay. That'll miss.
16 will miss.
Okay.
I'll be like, Mercury's totally in retrograde. You have to be careful.
You see stumbling and moving back and forth. Let's see. Can you try to stealth? But yeah, everybody can see him like hobble behind the corner. And then Isna, it's your turn.
Entangle is a 20-foot square. Yeah, 20-foot square. Hang on, let me find that in the things. Templates. Do we have templates for that?
Wait. Oh, entangle. Okay.
Yeah, for entangle. I don't see it in there, but can you drag one out for me?
I'll drag.
Yeah. Yeah, that square.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay.
It's a root sprout from the floor of the bar.
Okay. It's a dexterity saving throw. Strength save.
Strength? Yeah.
Alright, it's 4, so 4 strength saves. Okay.
2 of them, yeah.
Okay. I'll just say. We'll do the webbing. Okay, anything else?
I'm gonna step away from this guy, provoking.
I'll let you.
Okay, and then I'm gonna 2, 3. I'm trying to get out of the bar. There's not like, oh, that guy's late. 3, 4, 5, 6. I get to here. I'm trying to leave the bar
Okay, sounds good.
and go to the trees.
Sounds good. Sleep. Not asleep. We'll say, that was my shipmate, and we'll try to slash at John lethally because oh, and that's a crit. And so that's 10 damage for John.
Got it.
It's a tangle, so we'll kind of in the bar and then try to shoot at Karatos. Ooh, 22 for 9.
Who did that?
This guy. Like, he was kind of outside the entangle. But that's his turn. Another bandit. It's stuck. Can't do anything. Let's go to Mario.
All right. They were the first ones to fire lethal shots, so Mario's not going to stand for that. He's going to bonus action rage. And he's going to go after this guy here.
Okay.
Double check that. All right.
And he's gone.
All right.
Are you going after this one?
Yeah, I'll go after that one next.
Okay.
And that's the turn.
Okay. Yeah. Karatos.
All right. Well, Karatos is slightly upset. I can walk over the entangle now, right?
I think so. Does it?
I think it's just difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
when you
Yep.
cast the spell, but it does turn it to difficult terrain.
Okay. So that's it.
No problem. I'm just getting at the one that wanted to shoot me. And then she will swipe down on this guy. $21
Yes.
for 16, and we will knock him out.
Okay, he is out.
We'll come back, and we will whap at that guy.
All right. Yes. And another one that's knocked out.
All right. I have no ability to move any further because of the difficult terrain. End of turn.
All right, that one will just throw up his hands and surrender, and then Entangled will say, "Call the captain. I have to cruise down, Captain. How's that a good So that is their turn, pleading for the captain to, maybe we should not fight these people. And we'll go to Draven.
Draven hasn't heard "I surrender" from the captain yet. So, still being hidden, he's up here. And then it looks like darkness is concentration.
Yes.
So, Draven will drop concentration to try and get the drop captain.
Okay. I'll give you advantage. If you're attacking him, I don't know what you're doing. Is Draven just stabbing him, or are you doing something else? Oh, they're
We'll
stabbing.
attack non-lethally. Oh, that was the wrong thing.
I mean, because you could have shot him. I mean, that wouldn't have. You'd had to get that close too.
Yeah. No, I'm using the scimitar.
Okay.
I just clicked the wrong button.
Okay. Oh my gosh! Even. Ouch.
Non-lethally.
Yes. The captain will cry for mercy after that stabbing.
Now, I believe your possessions are ours, as well as any information you have.
And as we will end initiative, list, he will tell you everything. We'll tell you about the missing ship, the dancing moon, and will. Well, since there's two crew members that are down permanently, maybe you could help with this voyage over there. They don't really have any loot per se, but if you go with them and help them out, they will show you where it's at and definitely, give you first dibs on the loot that's there from this other ship.
Raven kind of looks over at the rest of the group. What do you think? And as it were?
Sure.
John did shoot first.
Technically, they shot first.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true. He tried to hit me.
So
John killed first, but they shot at us.
Yeah. They'll just water under the bridge, and actually here is where we'll take a pause. We do the second part, but let me stop recording.